I just scheduled my first IUI. Guys, tomorrow is my first IUI. Oh! Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It is 6:40 in the morning. It is a Monday, and today I am CD 23. So I haven't really updated you guys much on like what's going on this cycle. I haven't because there's been nothing that's been going on. Nothing has happened in my cycle. Like literally, I haven't got a surge or anything. My OPKs have stayed the same, which is putting my IUI back, because if I don't have a positive ovulation, then I can't have an IUI. And you guys know that I did take Clomid this cycle. Clomid doesn't work for me usually, so I didn't have very high hopes for this cycle, but I was obviously keeping my fingers crossed that something would work so that we didn't have to, you know, move on to another cycle. Hopefully like this cycle would have worked. But by day 16, I didn't have an ovulation. Day 17, I didn't have an ovulation. And then yesterday on day 22, my test was a lot darker than it has been. So I knew ovulation was coming. So this morning I woke up at CD 23 and I took my test, and my test line is darker than my control line. So that's amazing. It is late. It is CD 23, so it is kind of late to ovulate. But I'm a late ovulator anyways. My cycles are usually like 35 days long, so it is normal for me to ovulate this late. But I was hoping that it would be a little bit earlier, because I know that sometimes if you ovulate too late, the egg is a little bit too old and isn't as good as a egg on CD 16 or 15. So right now I'm kind of undecided. Like, I don't know if I should call my doctor and tell her I got an OPK, a positive OPK, or should I just wait until next cycle and not even bother calling and just do this naturally? I don't know. I'm like really confused. My husband thinks we should wait, but at the same time I'm like, what if we do the IUI and it works? Like, that would be awesome, because then we would be pregnant sooner. And we also wouldn't have to do a trigger shot, which I haven't even explained because I just haven't picked up the camera and haven't had time. I'm doing this right now because my kids are sleeping. This is like the only time I have before it gets loud. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this test, and then I guess I'll fill you in after, because I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so if you can see, my test line is darker than the control line. So exciting.
Sounds like a plan, and I will put you guys right in the schedule now, and then we will see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Nicole. You guys drive safe tomorrow.
All right, thanks, we will.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye. I just scheduled my first IUI. Guys, tomorrow is my first IUI. Oh. So before I end this, I did just want to, you know, clear things up and let you guys know that yes, I am having my IUI. I scheduled it, and they really didn't say too much about, you know, like how I ovulated late and like the egg being old. She, you know, told me that it's normal for me to ovulate late, so it's not really a concern. She said that if I was a girl who ovulated early and then I ovulated really late, then obviously that would be like, okay, there's, you know, like, let's not do it. But it's normal for me to ovulate around this time, just because my cycles, like I said, can honestly be like 40 days long in between, you know, time. So it is normal. So it's okay that that I ovulated on CD 20. Actually, tomorrow will be CD 24. So it'll be CD 24 tomorrow that I ovulate, and that's okay. So I did mention to you guys about a trigger shot for next cycle with my letrozole. I didn't really get too much into it just because I didn't want my kids to wake up, so I wanted to just say what I needed to say before I ran out of time. But yeah, so next cycle, if this one doesn't work, which I'm crossing my fingers that it does work, then we will go ahead and do the letrozole next cycle, and then we're gonna do the trigger shot. So basically that shot is just taken when my body has a positive LH test, so like an OPK would be positive. I would call my doctor, and then she would just schedule my IUI for the next day, and I would take the shot that night in my stomach. So it's just a one-time shot. It's called Ovidril or Ovidril or whatever, I don't know, but that's what I think it's called. And I just take that in my stomach, and that will just basically force my eggs to be released. But the only thing that I'm nervous about is that it's unmonitored. She's not doing follicle scans. They're not doing like any ultrasounds. They're just giving me the letrozole, and then when my test turns positive, I'm taking the shot. So it's kind of scary, because if that letrozole really works for me, like really works for me, then I could potentially like release more than one egg. And that's how Kate Plus 8, you know Kate Plus 8, that show, that woman with the sextuplets or whatever, that's how she got pregnant with all those babies, because she did an IUI unmonitored. That's scary. So if this cycle doesn't work, then I potentially have a chance of having sextuplets or being octomom, but praying I don't, because that's very unsafe. Like 2 is like the max that I would ever want to carry. I like don't think I could picture myself with triplets. Not that I couldn't like handle it, but it's scary, you know. You're putting all 3 of those babies at risk. I'm gonna talk to them more about, you know, like it being unmonitored and if they would monitor me, because it's really like a concern of mine. But I'm not going to bring it up until I know for sure if this cycle worked, because there's no point of stressing about the next cycle when I just need to worry about the one I'm in right now. So with all that being said, if you're watching this video, then I'm either having my IUI, or I've had my IUI, or I'm about to have my IUI. But it is Tuesday morning, June 18th. So if you're watching this tonight, when I have uploaded it, what baby? I'm on the deck. Then you know I'm having my IUI. So wish me luck, guys. I'm really nervous. I'm not nervous for the procedure. I'm just nervous that it's not going to work, and then I'm going to be spending all that money just for a negative test. That's what I'm nervous about. My daughter's back out here with all her snakes. Oh, Bree. Bree. You got all your snakes in your lazy eye. I love that eyeball. Let me see it one more time. Whee! Oh my goodness, your face is so red, honey. Alright, why don't you say bye to our friends?
Bye, friends.
Can you wave? Good girl.